third generation child, Navy veteran, family man. These are the greatest influences in my life. Hi, my name is Terrence Wells. I'd like to explain each of these to you this evening. A third generation child, that is a person who was born in this country and have lived out of this country. That's me. uh, when I was 3 months old, I moved from here to the Philippines. I lived there until I was 5. That made a big impact on my life at a young age because I got to see different cultures, different ethnicities at a very young age. That taught me to look at a person not only for their skin color or their tone or their ethnicity or their culture. It taught me to look at a person for who they were. That also gave me the itch to want to travel the world and see the world, which brings me to my next influence, being a Navy veteran. I joined the Navy when I was 25, which is pretty old nowadays, but I don't regret it. I learned while I was in the Navy how to be a good follower and even better leader. Through my trips in the Navy and through my time in the Navy, I got to see a lot of things, good and bad. I was able to travel the world again. Not many people could say they circumnavigated the globe. I'm one of those few people who've been able to do that. I've also got immersed in different cultures. I was able to see what a true third world is, what a first world is. That influenced me to let me know that we're grateful for the things that we have here, and we should be very, very grateful for that. Seeing other countries, seeing what real poor and disadvantage is, helps me to let other people know, as well as my family know, that we've got it pretty good here. Um, all that said, the times I've had in the Navy, the traveling I did in the Navy, the people I met in the Navy are all near and dear to me, but nothing is more important than my family. And that's why I bring them up last. I met my wife about 4 or 5 years after I got out of the Navy. When I met my wife already had 2 kids. I have 3 kids now. I call them my kids because I've been in their life since they were 7 years old. And as much as I've taught them, they've taught me. My wife is truly the yin to my yang. If anybody out there is married, you know marriage isn't easy. And we're no different. But my wife has been with me through the deepest, darkest times, through the happiest times, and through the most trying times. And in the 10 years of marriage, we're still together and still going strong. My kids are a very big influence on me because in their eyes, I see a better person in me. That makes me want to be more than I am right now. It makes me strive to be better because in their eyes, I can do no wrong. I want them to know that if you put your mind to it, if you study hard, if you persevere in things that you think you couldn't do, that you can achieve those things. And when I look at my kids, I know inside that that's what I need to, or the example that I'm setting right now is molding their future. They are the ones who push me to do things like take a speech class, which I'm definitely afraid of. They keep me on my toes. I have 3 kids, 3 different age groups. I have a late teen, an early teen, and adolescent. And each one of them teaches me different ways to parent, different ways to love, different ways to see things. They all have their own things, or their own ways of looking at things. My wife, I mean, I lucked out. My wife is somebody who I could confide in, who is always there for me, who's not always going to give me the it's going to be okay or just the positive influence. She is going to tell me when something is wrong. And I truly, truly appreciate that about her because right or wrong, she's going to be there for me. And because of that, I am the person I am today. And thank you very much and have a great evening.